Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Duggar News. Jason Duggar's fake credentials helped him dodge a lawsuit. Over the years, Duggar News followers know that the infamous Duggar followers have gone through various stages. They were the first famous reality, and it was their large source of income. But after Josh Duggar's mishap, things changed. Now, the rest of the siblings are doing more traditional jobs. For instance, Jason Duggar is a contractor. Well, Jason Duggar was in trouble last year because of a lawsuit. A client accused him of many things, including fraud, breaking a contract, not fulfilling promises, and being negligent. Since then, a new update has come into the limelight. It turns out that the said lawsuit has been dismissed completely. Keep reading to know how. Duggar News. Jason Duggar faked being a contractor in legal trouble. As mentioned above, Jason Duggar has been working as a contractor. But he was in trouble after one client came forward with a shocking lawsuit. Some court documents show that a person bought a house from a company called Madison Holding, where Jason was supposed to be the contractor. However, they couldn't find his contractor's license in Arkansas, which suggests he may not be a licensed contractor after all. Jason allegedly misled the buyer by claiming he was licensed and had done repairs according to their agreement. Viewers didn't expect such a thing. However, the plaintiff, Mark Thompson, filed the lawsuit in September 2024 against Duggar and Madison Holding. Jason Duggar has been in trouble since September 2024. It was because of the lawsuit against him by Mark Thompson. He also had to appear in court in October 2024 for the same. There hadn't been many updates about the same. However, a new reveal from March 2025 is that the plaintiff has finally dismissed the case. That means no one can bring it back anymore. Well, there is no update about the reason behind Thompson deciding to drop the case. However, he was okay with each side covering its own legal fees. This means that Jason didn't have to pay the plaintiff. Yet he had to pay the legal expenses. Things worked out in his favor, or else he'd have had to pay more money if the case would have gone further. So far, neither Jason Duggar nor any other member of the Duggar News family has responded to any of the updates. Earlier, they used to lead a smooth life as reality TV stars with a secure source of income. But since the cancellation by, everyone has picked up more traditional jobs to get by. Hence, Jason found himself to be a contractor. What do you think about Jason's lawsuit dismissal? What do you think must be the reason behind the plaintiff withdrawing the lawsuit? Are you in support of it or not? Do you think he will comment on the matter in the days to come? Duggar News. Jason Duggar's fake credentials helped him dodge a lawsuit. In the latest twist in the Duggar family saga, Jason Duggar, one of the less publicly known siblings of the infamous Arkansas-based reality TV family, has found himself at the center of a legal storm. However, in an unexpected turn of events, Jason has managed to avoid a lawsuit due to the revelation of his purported fake credentials. This shocking news has raised questions about both the Duggar family's public image and the personal lives of its members, many of whom have long been under intense media scrutiny. The Duggar family, famous for their reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting, has faced a string of controversies in recent years, ranging from legal troubles to scandals involving some of the older children. While some of the older Duggar siblings, like Josh, have garnered the most attention due to their involvement in legal scandals, others, like Jason, have largely stayed out of the spotlight. Until now. The lawsuit and the mystery behind Jason Duggar's credentials. The case in question began when a former business partner of Jason Duggar filed a lawsuit accusing him of fraud, breach of contract, and misrepresentation. According to the lawsuit, Jason had allegedly used falsified credentials to secure a business partnership and gain trust within a competitive industry. The documents in question were said to have listed Jason as an expert in a field he had no formal education or experience in. These claims sparked a cascade of legal inquiries into the nature of Jason's professional background. What followed was a media frenzy as the Duggar family's secretive nature collided with the growing revelations about Jason's professional life. Investigations into the matter uncovered several fake diplomas and accreditation certificates that Jason had allegedly used to further his business ventures. These documents, according to experts, were clearly fabricated and did not align with the standards of any legitimate academic institution. A family reputation built on truth. But is it? The Duggar family's public image has long been centered on an image of wholesome Christian values, large family unity, and unshakable integrity. Yet behind this carefully crafted facade, many of the Duggars, like Jason, seem to be living in a world of shadowy decisions that challenge their good Christian public personas. Jason Duggar's case marks one of the most bizarre contradictions in the family's history. Known for being a quiet and reserved member of the Duggar clan, Jason had largely stayed out of the media spotlight. He had often been portrayed as a model of the Duggar ideals, an obedient son and a conservative advocate. However, his alleged actions in this lawsuit suggest that behind closed doors, Jason was not living up to the family's proclaimed moral compass. This has led to mounting questions about whether the Duggar family's public values were, in fact, as solid as they seemed. If Jason Duggar had been able to use forged credentials to gain business opportunities, what does this say about the rest of the family's ethics? Legal maneuvering: how Jason Duggar dodged the lawsuit. Despite the gravity of the allegations against him, Jason Duggar managed to avoid any serious consequences through an unexpected legal strategy. According to legal experts familiar with the case, Jason's defense involved challenging the legitimacy of the original lawsuit, citing a technicality in the law. In a surprising twist, his legal team presented evidence suggesting that the documents the plaintiff had relied on in filing the lawsuit were themselves insufficiently verified, making the case largely circumstantial. However, the most shocking revelation came when Jason's lawyers introduced a series of letters from purported academic institutions that confirmed the validity of the fake diplomas Jason had used. These letters were produced by what has been described as a ghost accreditation firm, known for issuing phony diplomas. While these letters themselves raised alarms about the legitimacy of the firms involved, they were technically valid in the eyes of the court. This legal loophole allowed Jason to avoid facing the lawsuit. While the case was dropped, the scandal left many questioning how such a strategy could be successful. It also sparked a larger conversation about the fragility of legal frameworks surrounding professional credentials and the potential for manipulation by individuals seeking to game the system. The fallout: Duggar family's growing public scrutiny. Jason Duggar's near miss with a lawsuit has triggered new scrutiny surrounding the Duggar family's collective actions, both in public and private life. Fans of the Duggar family, who have long admired the family's seemingly perfect image, were shocked to learn that one of their own had been involved in such a scandalous act of deception. The news also brought to light the potential risks of the Duggar family's business ventures, many of which have long been shrouded in secrecy. Questions have arisen about other potential instances where the Duggars may have used questionable tactics to build their brand and their wealth. How many of the family's endorsements, business partnerships, or personal endeavors have relied on the same fake-it-till-you-make-it mindset that Jason allegedly used? Even within the family itself, the fallout has been palpable. As social media erupted with opinions, many fans and critics alike began to scrutinize the Duggars' business dealings more closely. The family, known for their devout Christian values, now faced accusations of hypocrisy, with many pointing to the double standard between their public image and private actions. Is this the end of the Duggar family's public life? For Jason Duggar, the lawsuit might have been dismissed, but the damage to his public reputation appears to be irreversible. His career, once largely under the radar, has now been thrust into the spotlight, and the public is eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this saga. As for the rest of the Duggar family, this latest revelation could have serious repercussions for their future public appearances and business dealings. While some members, like Jinger and Jeremy Vuolo, have sought to distance themselves from the show's more controversial aspects, Jason's case suggests that there may be much more lurking beneath the surface of the family's supposedly virtuous public image. Could this be the beginning of the end for the Duggar family's carefully constructed narrative of moral purity and upright living? Or will they weather this storm, as they have so many others before it? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear: the Duggar family is no longer the pristine, wholesome brand they once appeared to be. In conclusion, Jason Duggar's involvement in a lawsuit and subsequent legal maneuvering, aided by his fake credentials, has turned the spotlight back onto his family in a way no one expected.